You can't change a narcissist, but you can change how you respond to them, and that changes everything. If there's someone in your life who drains you, manipulates you, or constantly makes you feel like you're the problem, this video is for you. Because dealing with a narcissist isn't about winning arguments or getting them to see the truth. It's about protecting yourself, reclaiming your power, and learning to navigate one of the most difficult personality types you'll ever encounter. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could genuinely change the way you handle these relationships. Strategy number 1, stop trying to win. The first and most important thing you need to understand is this: you cannot win with a narcissist by playing their game. Arguments with narcissists don't follow normal rules. Logic doesn't work. Evidence doesn't work. Calmly explaining how you feel doesn't work. Because the goal for a narcissist in a conflict isn't resolution, it's dominance. The moment you accept that, everything shifts. You stop expending energy trying to make them understand, and you start focusing on what you can actually control, yourself. Refusing to engage is not weakness, it's strategy. Strategy number 2, set firm boundaries and mean them. Narcissists are boundary testers by nature. They push, they probe, and they will absolutely exploit any boundary you set that you're not prepared to enforce. So when you set a boundary, you need to be ready to follow through. If you say, "I won't continue this conversation" when you raise your voice, and then you continue the conversation, you've taught them that your boundaries are negotiable. Keep your boundaries simple, clear, and consistent. Not as punishments and not as ultimatums, but as non-negotiable standards for how you're willing to be treated. Strategy number 3, don't share your vulnerabilities. This one is crucial and often overlooked. Narcissists have a way of using what you love against you. The things you share in moments of closeness, your fears, your insecurities, your past, can and often will be weaponized later, either in arguments or as a way to control you. This doesn't mean you can never be open with anyone. It means with a narcissist specifically, be careful about what you reveal. The less ammunition they have, the less power they have over you. Strategy number 4, use the gray rock method. If you've never heard of the gray rock method, it's a technique used specifically for dealing with narcissists when you can't avoid them, in a co-parenting situation, a workplace, or a family dynamic. The idea is simple: become as boring and unremarkable as a gray rock. Give short, neutral, unemotional responses. Don't share opinions. Don't react dramatically. Don't give them anything interesting to latch onto. Narcissists feed on emotional reactions. Drama, tears, anger, all of that is fuel. When you become gray and dull, you stop being a worthwhile target. Strategy number 5, manage your expectations. One of the most painful parts of dealing with the narcissist is the cycle of hope. They show you glimpses of the person you wish they were, and you keep holding on, waiting for that version of them to stay. You need to grieve that version of them and accept who they actually are consistently over time. When you stop expecting empathy from someone who has none, you stop being devastated every time they fail to show it. Managing your expectations isn't giving up, it's protecting your emotional health. Strategy number 6, build your support system. Narcissists often work to isolate the people around them. Isolation creates dependence, and dependence means control. Rebuilding and maintaining your connections with friends, family, and trusted people is not just helpful, it is essential. A strong support system gives you perspective, which is something a narcissist will constantly try to distort. When you have people in your life who reflect reality back to you, it becomes much harder for a narcissist to make you doubt yourself. Strategy number 7, document everything. This is practical advice that becomes especially important if you're dealing with a narcissist in a legal, professional, or co-parenting context. Narcissists are skilled at rewriting history. They deny things they said. They twist situations. They make themselves the victim of events they actually caused. Keep records, save messages, write things down with dates, not because you're being paranoid, but because having a paper trail protects you when their version of events contradicts yours, and it will. Strategy number 8, Stop seeking their validation. This is one of the hardest things to break free from, especially if the narcissist is a parent, a partner, or someone you've loved for a long time. The need for their approval keeps you tethered. You modify your behavior trying to earn their praise. You shrink yourself to avoid their criticism, and in doing so, you hand them enormous power over your self-worth. Your value is not something they get to determine. Working with a therapist or building your self-esteem independently of their opinion is one of the most powerful things you can do. Strategy number 9. Choose your battles carefully. Not every comment needs a response. Not every accusation needs a defense. Not every provocation needs a reaction. Narcissists often make inflammatory comments specifically to get a rise out of you, and every time you take the bait, the dynamic resets in their favor. Learn to let things go strategically. Silence, a neutral expression, or simply changing the subject can be more powerful than any comeback. You don't have to defend your reality to someone who is determined to distort it. Strategy number 10. Consider whether to stay or go. This is the most personal and the most important way to deal with a narcissist, and it's one only you can answer. Some narcissistic relationships can be managed, particularly when distance is possible. A distant family member, a difficult coworker, an unavoidable co-parent. Others are far more damaging, and no set of coping strategies will ever make them safe. Ask yourself honestly, is this relationship making you smaller? Are you less confident, less joyful, less yourself than you were before? That matters. You are allowed to choose yourself. If you're unsure, speaking to a therapist who understands narcissistic abuse can give you the clarity that's almost impossible to find on your own. Dealing with a narcissist is genuinely hard. It's exhausting, it's confusing, and it can make you question everything, including yourself. But understanding what you're dealing with and having the right tools makes an enormous difference. The 10 strategies we covered today are not quick fixes. They're a framework for taking back control. One boundary, one decision, one moment at a time. Thanks for watching Behind the Ego. If this video helped you, please give it a like and share it with someone who might need it. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, which one of these 10 strategies do you find the hardest to put into practice and why? I read every single comment and I'd love to know what you're going through. I'll see you in the next one.